Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your love reading this week. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If this doesn't resonate, please check your other signs. The link to book a personal reading will be in the description, and the link for Vimeo will be in the description as well. To any new viewers, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe if the reading resonates, and hit the notifications bell so you get notified when I post a reading, okay? And I think that's about it. With that being said, Taurus, let's go ahead and get into your love reading. I loved your reading last week. Oh, look at that. As I looked at the bottom, there you are, the Hierophant. I actually met a Taurus. I just spit when I said Taurus. I met a Taurus just this past week, and we were talking, and I just went kind of silent, and I looked at her, and I said, the planet Uranus is moving into your sign, and I said, if you're in a committed situation, because she started smiling when I was, just telling her I did love readings and how Taurus had a wonderful reading last week, and I told her the title was Two Fools in Love, and she started smiling. So I said, I wouldn't be surprised. There's going to be a lot of people getting married and, making those big commitments. This, I think it's in your sign for 5 years. I said, things are going to be looking a lot different. People are going to be getting married and starting families and really, I don't know. It's just like kind of like how things used to be. A lot more people. It just was like, we love each other, we're getting married. And it was just. So I just feel like that's coming back, and I just told her, I said I wouldn't be surprised if you end up, getting married, or you end up getting that commitment. And her and the woman standing next to her just looked at each other and started crying, and they started hugging each other, and I was like, what did I say? What's going on? And the woman, who was a Sag, because you all know I had to find out their signs, right? She was like, I just keep telling her, I kept telling her, you are wifey material, and you're going to be getting married soon. And she just was like, she started crying. She was like, I feel it. I feel like he's about to say something to me. So, sorry guys, the frequency stopped. So I don't know, just very good vibes, and I just wanted to share that with you all. It's all right it's okay to be in that good vibration. Why not? Okay. So let's see, Taurus, what's the energy like for? Whoa, what? The Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Do not look at my nails. The Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. Wow. That's like engagement. That's, so beautiful. So beautiful. Let me, why are they showing this to me? Because this is something that you've been waiting for. This is something that you've been holding out for. The Nine of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles, a fire sign, may also be waiting to make that offer to you, okay? But you're getting it. That's you, Queen of Pentacles. I love it. All right, let's get into it. What's going on for the sign of Taurus, who represents the Hierophant in the tarot deck, the priest, that's another, like, in my opinion, like, partner sign. That's Venus, All right. I'm so happy for you guys. I love that energy, okay? What is the current situation for Taurus in love and romance, universe source? Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Could be dealing with the Aries or any fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. How does Taurus view their current situation in love and romance, universe source? How does Taurus view their current situation in love and romance, universe source? How does Taurus view this? Whew. Wow. That was intense. 8 of Wands and the Devil. That's attachment. That's like we're moving forward and we are attached. Hold on one second. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. I'll still take it. You could be moving forward with the Capricorn. 3 of Pentacles. How you view it is, you know, this is you all working together and you all are creating the foundation for your family, for your 10 of Cups. I'm going to show it to you again. Let it sink in. Remember, even if this is not what you feel is your situation, okay? Let's say this isn't resonating for you and you're single, right? You can still, this is all energy, folks, okay? Take in this good energy. Why not? We hear enough bad shit all day. Why not listen to some good stuff and like, yeah, maybe that's not what I'm experiencing. 5 of Wands reverse. Look at that, the end of conflict. Maybe that's not what I'm experiencing at this moment, but if I'm watching this reading, there's a reason why why I was gravitating towards this reading, because it's going to happen, okay? What's the cause of this? Who is it? The Hierophant. Look at that. He's opening a box. What it, you know, will you be my wife? You know what I mean? Yes, I will. The Hierophant. Someone has, you know, the cause of this is someone is making some type of offer, or there's an apology, okay? There's someone saying, you know what? I'm sorry. Let's do this. What are Taurus's hopes moving forward with their love interest, universe Taurus? You have the Hangman, okay? So you may be waiting on this. Now that you're listening to this reading, your hopes are like, oh shit, is this coming? What's going on, you know? All right, so tell me why this Hangman is here for Taurus's hopes moving forward. The 6 of Cups with the 8 of Swords. Okay, you could be dealing with the air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But this is also, I feel, someone who, you know, it's, the 6 of Cups to me is a very, it's a beautiful energy when it's talking about, you all may have, you know, known each other since you were children. You know, this could be, I feel like it's something, though, that you've been waiting. It's an offer, or you may have said something to this person. Mind you, look, it's something that I feel like you've been holding out hope for. You may have said something to this person like, you know, this is what I'm ready to do. I'm ready to make, you know, this commitment to you, okay? And so your hopes moving forward, I feel, are, you know, you've invested into this because you have the 7 of Pentacles. And whenever it's like receiving back what you've put in, okay? Because, you know, this person, someone is making an offer to someone. I think you're also thinking about, okay, like what's about to happen? What is this? What are they offering me? You know, I also feel like this is anticipation. I feel like, you know, that this is, something is about to happen here. Okay. Because whenever the Hangman shows up, it's like something is about to happen. Okay. Energy of the Hangman. Yeah, the energy of the Hangman is the Hierophant with the 4 of Cups. You know, it's also, I feel for some of you, this is an apology. If this isn't about, you know, someone making a commitment, this is also like you want somebody to make things right with you. Okay? With the Hierophant being there. You want somebody to make things right with you. And you're like, I'm hoping that you make things right because I've done what I could to make things right with you. Okay? You are in love with this person. You do. You love this person. All right. Let's see why the 3 of Wands is here. So right now, for some reason, let me ask how you view wise Taurus meaning the Three of Pentacles, Taurus. You all may not be speaking to one another, or, one of you may be in your head, okay, about this. It could be the air sign, Libra specifically, or, a Gemini or Aquarius, right? They could be in their head about something, or there's some reason why that, like, this is on pause, but the way you're viewing it is that this is all coming together, though. Like, this is all coming together, and we are going to move forward, okay? That's the way you're viewing it. With this Three of Wands, I want to ask one more time, and then I'll tell you what I see. Why is this Three of Wands here? I feel like there's some type of distance between you two. Hold on. And it could have to do, because, okay, what they showed me was the Seven of Wands. I think that people have their guard up right now. Five of Cups, Three of Swords. So for a lot of you, the way this may resonate is, that I think somebody's feelings may have gotten hurt. Could have been with a Scorpio, any water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? But yeah, somebody's feelings may have gotten hurt. Yeah, Ten of Swords, somebody's feelings were hurt. And maybe in the past, someone was hurt. But I think how you're viewing this is we can work this out. We can still work this out. Tell me what the cause of this is with the Hierophant. Tell me about the cause being the Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Swords. So see, it's a lot. I see a lot of sword energy, okay? Definitely could be dealing with the Scorpio. The cause of this, of the situation is, I feel when I'm looking at it, is somebody saying, with the Hierophant, like, you need to do this, like, this is a commitment that I feel you need to make, and make things right with me. That's how we move forward with the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Swords. Ow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's about time for these nails to go, y'all. I'm so sorry. Yeah, make things right, There's like, whenever the Hierophant shows up, the Hierophant has a certain way of doing things. And if you deviate from that, that's wrong. It's very black and white, And so I feel like I'm seeing also two people, okay? It could be, both of you have the Hierophant twice. So it could be, two Tauruses, okay? Or both of you may have Taurus in your chart as well. But I am seeing an energy of stubbornness this week. But can I tell you something? This is why I like pulling now the energy of the situation. Because I see something coming for you. With the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. I feel like, Taurus, you've vocalized, what it is that you want. And I think you have been hurt in the past. And this person, maybe just recently, you all got into it. Maybe this was the final straw. And it's like, listen, you either do right or maybe we just don't need to be together, Let me see what the outcome is for you this week. Universe, what's the outcome for Taurus? So you have the Four of Swords. So that's how you view the situation, okay? So we need to ask, where does it go from there? Okay? Because this is the outcome. The Four of Swords is like a period of meditation. But And it's because it's interesting. First came the Three of Swords. Now how you're viewing it is the Four of Swords. So people were hurt. People might have said, you know, the wrong thing to one another. You know, but what I'm seeing is that I feel like how you view it, and I feel like you're really trying to be strong and you really want to hold this together. And I think that's beautiful, Taurus. You know, I think that you are trying to be very strong in this situation. And so we need to ask, like, where do you all go from this Three of Swords? You know, why is this the outcome for this week? And I do feel like you all are mirroring each other, because when it's like, you know, if you go watch the Vimeo too for Sag, if you all are dealing with a Sagittarius, I even say at the end, I feel like you all are mirroring each other, because there were so many of the same cards. So you have the Four of Swords twice, the Hierophant twice. You have a lot of swords, and, you know, I think that, you know, you want this person to come at you in a certain way. You know, it's like the last time, and I'm just feeling like, if I'm you, the last time you came at me, it wasn't the right way. You know, like you were crying over spilled milk. Somebody was crying over something that can't be undone. And it's like, well, how are we going to move forward? How are we going to fix this? How, you know, I love you. How are we going to fix this? So I feel like you want this person to come at you in the right way. Say the right thing to me. Okay? Talk to me nice. So, all right. In the Vimeo, what we're going to ask is, when this person thinks about you, what are their emotions? How do they feel? How do they view you? Okay? How do they feel that you view and feel the situation with them? Okay? What are they hiding from you, Taurus, that you need to know about? All right? And this could be positive or negative. I pull cards to find out if it's positive or negative, how you feel about it. We're going to talk about the outcome being the Four of Swords. What does this mean for you all moving forward this week? Okay? How you'll feel about it. Okay? I see people thinking, I see people meditating, and I like it that you all are coming out of that Three of Swords. Okay? I do. So, and then we're going to pull advice for each one of you on how to move forward, okay? And if you all are supposed to move forward with each other this week. And then we pull the best overall outcome based off of the energy that I'm, you know, I was about to say I'm feeling, but I do feel it, you know, or based off the energy that I'm getting right now, okay? So, I try not to sound like a weirdo, but whatever, man. We're all here. Shit is weird. YOLO. So, all right. For those of you who are joining me on Vimeo, let's go now. Just click the links below, down in the description, or at the top of the comments. To any new viewers, what? I'm like a robotic. No, I already said that. You already said that, Vicky. Okay. To everyone else who, you know, this message resonated and was clarity enough, that's amazing. I will see you all next week. If you need a love reading next week, and I wish you the best of luck in this situation. And yeah, I think that's about it. All right. Okay, Taurus, I love you guys, and I will see you all soon. All right. Bye-bye.